Irashaimase! Hajimemashite! Here comes our black guy!
Family Guy has always kicked off several seasons with a bundle of surprises, showcasing some of the coolest kids, and of course, it has always amused us with all the belly laughs and well-written storyline. This time, the Griffin family wins the lottery and wishes to live a good life until Peter blows up all the expectations, not just once, but twice. Well, one of the seasons that truly hit the spotlight was season 10. It was full of some great memorable episodes for the audience to watch, some comedy with a mix of reality and lesson-learning storyline. It's great to watch and get off with any boring time. The creators managed to keep the spark alive with a whiff of clever surrealism. Now, one of the episodes that really took off the Family Guy Season 10 was the kickstart of Episode 1, Lottery Fever. This episode hit the limelight by attaining the highest rating among several other shows. It's safe to say that Family Guy kicked off the season with a promising and effective start. Now, before we jump in to recap Family Guy Season 10, Lottery Fever, make sure you hit the subscribe button and give this video a big thumbs up. Get ready for a roller coaster ride of the recap. The episode unwraps directly with a great culture reference that is literally going to make you smile. So, at the beginning of the episode, Brian, Chris, and Peter are eyeing Star Trek II, The Wrath of Khan, as edited for the goats on TV, with the live action and drama entailing Khan. It's said that he is marooned for all the eternity, to which Kirk yells Khan as Bah! Funny! Later on, Peter also urges Joe to watch True Blood. There was an additional interesting and humorous reference. Can you guess? It was a Jenner reference. Now you know that it's entertaining, right? At the beginning of the episode, you will see a cutaway gag of Peter performing on a USO tour to the US Navy, right before bringing up Bruce Jenner, who performs a burlesque to the rhythm of the stripper. Well, at that time, this reference was a fact that Jenner's then-wife, Chris, wore the pants in their marriage. It was a bit of a mimicking art. Later, the clip resurfaced in 2015 because Jenner was transitioning to a trans woman and getting divorced from Chris. That's quite an intriguing part. You shouldn't miss out on this one at all. It seems so unreal and real at the time. The references on this show can be really exciting and close to reality. So apparently, the family is running short on money. When Peter asks Lewis for a loan to launch a sushi restaurant, she points out towards the family's reality, that the Griffin family is galloping low on cash, and they need to live on a strict budget. Griffin's family on a strict budget sounds quite fascinating on its own. What do you think?
Peter, you're not getting money for that or anything else. We're running seriously low on cash right now. In fact, I may have to get my own full-time job.
Geez, are we really living that close to the edge?
You know we are, Brian. Why do you think we waited so long to take you to the groomers last month?
Meanwhile, a piece of nearby news on the lottery entices Peter to buy a ticket with the expectation that he will win, and then set the family on an outstanding monetary stage. Later, Peter tells his family that he has purchased a few thousand lottery tickets, conceding that he has compelled a second home loan on the house to get them. Quite interesting, right? Peter just seems to be on the run to save the family through his miraculous yet absurd decisions.
Oh my God, Peter, there are thousands of lottery tickets here. Where did you get the money for all these?
Simple. I took out a second mortgage on a house.
What?
Well, the family spends an entire night watching the results of the lottery. They spend 3 days looking for the lottery tickets, just to discover that the lottery tickets were printed by Peter. Hilarious! Just imagine, Peter represents the same character as a friend or a naughty, senseless family member. That we all can relate to, no? Well, later at the point when the real group of people shows up, they announce that the Griffin family has won the lottery.
Oh my God! We won!
What?
Let me see that. Yes, we won the lottery!
A super exciting moment for everyone. The family can't really choose how they would spend all the cash. Yep, I could think of a continuous tune playing in my mind while I am recapping this episode. Can you guess? Do you remember the TikTok song?
My money don't jiggle jiggle.
Apart from this, anyone would feel extraordinary after winning a lottery and receiving all the cash in hand. Most people will want to spend it on a luxurious life. However, Lewis states that she doesn't believe it should alter their way of life. She is quite reluctant about her perception, but Peter doesn't care at all. He decides to start living extravagantly and leaves his employment opportunity. Just like a random person. It's so relatable. Next up, after Peter consents to put resources into Quagmire's undertakings and gives cash to Joe for Bonnie's birthday, Peter requests that they spend time with him to take care of him, and perform arbitrarily, frequently excruciating or annoying errands. Joe brings the first season of True Blood to show Peter boob. Something pretty obvious and expected happens. He screams at Joe for not realizing that Anna Paquin's boob doesn't really count as a real boob.
No, Anna Paquin boob does not count as real boob. That's like looking at a 12-year-old boy.
Then he yells at Anna for being on a horrendous show. Peter advises Quagmire to whittle down a popsicle, which leaves him in misery. At last, Quagmire and Joe get tired of Peter's requests, and both choose to end their friendship with Peter when he makes them both play out a melodic two-part harmony on Making Whoopee. for his diversion and fires them with a BB firearm. It causes a shot in Joe's eyes, while Quagmire has a shot in the throat. Peter, being true to himself, keeps on relishing the cash with no respect, and Lewis cautions him that he is changing for the more regrettable, alongside the other family members. Peter tells her that they never have to stress over any expenses, and he presents her with an exquisite precious stone. Whoa!
Oh my god.
Later, when the family scrambles toward an eatery, Peter finds his visa declined, and his cash vanishes. After purchasing more lottery tickets, winning once more, and afterwards blowing it once more, the family is troubled over losing their entire fortune, and Peter gets back to the neighborhood bar soon thereafter to fix his friendship with Joe and Quagmire. He admits that money made him neglect to recognize and understand who his genuine companions are. Quagmire and Joe accept his beliefs and the apology, and they further offer him the money from the investment that Peter had already given them. Friends in need are friends indeed, right? The family then returns to living serenely at their home in Quahog, regardless of being frightened and depressed over having everything that they wanted and losing it soon afterwards. Oh, what poor Griffin family. That's how you can create a whole imaginary world of having everything at once and then losing everything at the very next moment. Lesson learned. Do you have someone like Peter in your life, or maybe you're Peter yourself? Well, jokes apart, with all the improvements and incredible storyline, the Lottery Fever episode, there are quite engaging moments and fanatic scenes in this particular episode. To be really honest, the episode can be a little twisted yet freaky and sweet to watch. All I gotta say is that the Griffin family cannot handle the good fortune. They rather have to struggle throughout to make wise decisions and fulfill their wishes or expectations. The fact that it's also a comedy show just adds up a hint of a sense of banter. It's time you give it a try because it's worth watching. To all the critiques out there, just know that this episode isn't boring at all. It's no doubt that Family Guy has been popular for several years. What did you like about this recap? Are you planning to watch it and then sustain your giggles for hours? Jot down your reply in the comments section. And if you are fond of the show, make sure to share this video with all your crazy friends or cool kids just like Family Guys. We will be back with more exciting recaps. Till then, keep watching and stay tuned for something exciting.